friends, and welcome to TurtleQueenGaming, and back to Nicole. Alright, we're gonna move on into the story. This game is a lot longer than I thought. It's really good, actually. Although, with how much it takes to raise these things, I don't know how long it'll take to... Well, I guess if you can skip. I wonder if you can skip, if there's a skip button. Irrelevant, moving on. It's just another day working at the convenience store. There have been more customers than usual today, which is pretty nice. It's fun to work when it's lively, even if it can get stressful sometimes. I also bought new headphones. Hooray! I don't know if I showed them off. I think I did already. There's a lull now, so I'm free to goof off on my phone. I'm pretty quick on the draw when it comes to putting it away. Even better is that Ted hasn't come in yet. He still has some class stuff to take care of, so he trusted me with the store all on my own. I think I'm making some serious progress here. He's got to think that I'm at least a little dependable if he's leaving me by myself. Yeah. Ted did say he's coming in around this time, though. When I hear the door slide open, I quickly drop my phone and... Oh, hello. Damn! That's Ted's dad, methinks. Ted doesn't walk in, but I'm not complaining. It's an older gentleman, and let's just say that time has certainly been kind to him. Damn! He has nice wavy dark brown hair with stubble growing along his jawline. His thin hazel eyes land on me, and I feel my heart rate double right then and there. He's coming for the counter. He's gonna talk to me! I notice how tall he is now that he's closer, and I think that's a police officer's uniform he's wearing. Why does that sound so familiar to me? Excuse me, miss? A southern accent leaks out of his lips like drops of honey, and I melt even further into the mystery man's hands. Miss? Oh no, keep it together, Nicole. You'll set him off otherwise. I slap my hand to my lips, oh so subtly, and begin giggling like an idiot. Welcome. Can I help you with something? The man grins congenially, flashing bright teeth. You wouldn't happen to be the only one working today. I work with someone else here, but it's only me at the moment. I guess you could call him my superior? He likes to remind me of that any chance he gets. That certainly sounds like Ted, yes. How did you know this? It suddenly hits me. Older gentleman, hazel eyes, southern accent, police uniform. I know who this guy is. Duh. The man smiles knowingly at me. Figure it out, miss? I don't know why I didn't realize it earlier. I waggle my eyebrows jokingly. You must be Ted's strapping older brother that I've been hearing about, huh? I make a rib-nudging motion with my elbow, and the older man laughs bashfully. Shucks, you're pulling my leg. I can't look young enough to be Ted's brother. Yeah, alright. Alright, you must be Ted's dad, right, Mr. Starr? Yes, that'd be me. And you're the girl Ted recently hired, Nicole? Guilty. It's nice to finally meet you. Likewise. Laughing, Ted's dad offers me a hand and we shake. He grips my hand so firmly that I can tell this guy is strong. So... He leans in and whispers conspiratorially to me. Do I really look that young? Come on, be honest. Definitely, Mr. Starr. You look better than most guys my age. And that's the truth. Happily embarrassed, Ted's dad combs his bangs back with a hand. You're really gonna make me blush if you keep that up. Also, please, I insist you call me Ron. None of that Mr. Starr business. That's my father. Okay. I was only trying to be polite. I thought you might appreciate that since... Ted. I leave it at that, figuring Ron would understand what I was getting at. He nods sympathetically. Ted can be a real stickler, and that's coming from his own father. He seems to like you, though, and I can see why. He's mentioned that you're a real nice girl. Gal. Ted talks about me? Oh, you wouldn't believe how often you manage to come up. Anytime I bring up work, it's Nicole this, or Nicole did that. I bet those are complaints. Only about 3/4 of them. Knew it. Hey, but the quarter left are real nice compliments. For example, he told me how you came up with a new way to display the snack cakes. more popular ones on top, yuckier ones towards the bottom. I recite this proudly, and Ron laughs, and making Ron laugh in amusement. Yeah, so see? Ted really likes you. Pops? Both Ron and I look up to the door to see Ted standing there, holding his backpack by the strap. His face is completely red, and his mouth's open so wide that it's like he's trying to do an impression of a Venus flytrap. I wave politely. Hiya, Ted. Welcome back. Howdy, son. Oh, don't give me that. I thought he liked his father. Ted stomps angrily towards us. He squares his shoulders and taps his foot against the floor like he's about to lecture small children. Y'all were talking about me. Well, it was nothing bad. Ron was just explaining how much you talk about me. I do not talk about you. That much. Ron and I exchange looks. Look, he must be as used to this as I am. Why are you here, Pa? I thought you had the afternoon shift today. Technically still on it. I wanted to talk to you about something, though. I probably should have called you first to see where you were. Yeah, you should have. Even to his own dad, Ted is all business. Huh. His tone is at least a bit nicer than it usually is to me, or with me. Unfair. But what is it? You couldn't wait until we were both home? No, Ron uneasily glances at me. Oh, I get the hint. I can step aside if it's a personal thing. No, don't go, Nicole. It actually concerns you as well. It does? Since it's about the convenience store, what with you working here and all, I reckon you should stay and listen. Pops, what are you talking about? What happened to the store? Ron rubs his tongue against the inside of his cheek as he tries to think of a way to word whatever it is. He wants us to participate in the block party. The store ain't doing so well, Ted. You know we haven't exactly been booming with customers. Yeah, I always thought it was pretty weird. I guess people would rather buy food from a grocery store if they're not pressed for time. It's not like we don't get any customers at all. I mean, we get enough. Not anymore. Lately, we haven't been making enough profit to keep the store open, and if this keeps up... Ron uneasily scratches the back of his head as he trails off. I'm pretty sure Ted and I both get what he's trying to say. You can't seriously be thinking of closing down the shop, can you? Ted, listen, bud. I know you hate the idea, but it might be for the better if... No! Ted's shout is like a sudden bullet through the store window. I freeze, Ron freezes, and Ted shows no sign of stopping his tirade. You're not selling this place. I don't care what we have to do, but I'll make sure you won't have to do that. He readjusts his backpack strap hanging on his shoulder. I reckon I should put my stuff down and get changed for work now. Excuse me. I flinch as I hear the door to the back room slam shut. Tarn feathers, I didn't think that boy would take it that badly. Though I must have been fooling myself. I don't blame him. If my store was sucking, I'd want to do whatever I could to save it too. Well, that's a touch more complicated than simple demotion. It is? Shoot. Maybe I opened my gabber too wide just now. I don't know what Ted has told you, but I think he'd prefer if you asked him himself. But I'm betting dollars to donuts that he hasn't spoken much about his mother. You mean your wife? Former wife. She passed away a few years ago, but I'm speaking too much. You best ask Ted for the details before offering me your sympathies. Ron gives me an easygoing smile as he urges me to the bathroom with sweeps of his hands. Okay, I get the hint. It's nice to see that Ron's at peace with his wife's death, but it's still kind of hard to believe. What would that have to do with the store anyway? She probably helped him open it. When I reach the back room, it's predictably locked. I swallow, gathering my nerves, and knock twice. Changin'. Well, hurry up. I want to talk to you. There's a hush swearing on the other side of the door, and after a few moments, Ted swings it open before he has a chance to complain. I place a hand on his chest and push him back the way he came. Ted looks alarmed as I lock the door behind me. Why'd you lock the door? To make sure no one disturbs us? Disturbs us? Ted's face goes red and he holds his hands in front of him, ready to pin me back. What are you thinking? My pops is right outside. Sexual harassment. Yeah, he told me to come in here. He did? Well, technically we could have gone anywhere, but it's not like we could do this out in the open, you know? What are you even thinking of doing? I wanted to talk to you. Talk? Are you disappointed, Ted? Ted's eyes go wide and he freezes like he's just realized something. Talk. Yes, talk. That's what I thought. I squint my eyes at Ted as he looks away to regain his composure. I probably don't want to know what he thought I was suggesting. Yeah, it'd be weird if you just suddenly... what was it you wanted to talk about? My shift started 10 minutes ago. I can't be any later. Geez, you really don't give anyone a break. But, I doubt coming out and asking him about his mom would be the best idea right now. I gotta be smart about this. Saving. Do you want me to flirt with you, Ted? Do you want me to just throw you into the back room? You must really care about this place, huh? Ted turns on me, and I jolt as though shocked by his stare. Of course I am. You think I'd work so hard at a job if I didn't care? I thought that was obvious. Well, I knew that. Then why ask stupid questions? I couldn't think of anything else to ask. Well, that didn't work. Ted only got mad at me, which made me mad too. I don't know why I even bother trying to talk to him when he gets like this. We both stand there in silence, the awkwardness nearly palpable. Eventually I hear Ted cough. Sorry, I'm upset. Yeah, no kidding. Shut it. When I heard my pa was thinking of selling the place, I just lost it. It's like he's ready to give up without a fight. That's not like him at all. He's been through so much, though I guess you wouldn't know. Ted finally looks at me after all this time. You want to hear the abridged version of the story? I nod my head, prompting Ted to start. I'm going to guess this'll be about your dad. It ain't long, don't worry. It starts in my first years of high school. My mama was still alive back then, and she and my pa were pretty happy as far as I could tell. We were still in Alabama, in a small town. Pops was on the force, but my mama, she owned a small sundry store. Nothing fancy, but she really loved that place, she did. I remember her saying that the store gave her life and a little, I remember her saying that the store gave her life a little light. She put her all into running it. This nostalgic look on Ted's face fades away as he sighs heavily. But it turns out that my mama had some kind of cancer in her cervix. She never realized until the bleeding started. I can't remember the specifics, but the tumors were bad ones. Even if they removed her cervix, the doctors still weren't sure if it was enough. Obviously, it wasn't. Oh my gosh, Ted, I'm so sorry. Why apologize? Not like you're the one who gave her cancer, Nicole. Pfft. I do remember that when she was getting treatments, or if she was just too sick to move, I tried to stand in for my mama at the store. But I was only a dumb kid back then. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. Pops was better at it. When he was off his shift, he would step in to try to keep the store running. But it got hard for him, I could tell. He always looked so tired. Eventually, when my mama passed, we were forced to sell the store. My pa said that when my mama died, she took her store's spirit with her. When I think of it like that, it's kind of nice. She loved that place, so it's good that she took it with her to heaven. Better than stuck with us chumps. Hey, don't say that. But is that the reason you moved to Florida? Because of your mom's passing? No, it's not like my pa. I couldn't just stand, it's not like my pa and I could just stay in Alabama because of bad memories. He got a job offer here, and it paid more than his position in our small town. Single father, with a son about to head to college. I know what I would have done, given the circumstances. I'm sure my pa misses Alabama sometimes. I know I do, but it was for the best that we came out here. Sounds like it. I know Ted would probably disapprove, but I feel so bad for him. Having a parent die from cancer is something I can't even imagine. Ted and his dad seem okay now, but back then, I wonder how they held up. I never told you it was my idea to buy this place, huh? No, you didn't. I always thought it was your dad's. Nope, all me. My pa didn't think it'd be such a good idea, but I talked him into it somehow. I guess running the store is my dumb way of trying to make up for being useless to my parents back when they needed me most. I'm different now. I'm capable. I'm a hard worker. I got this. Aww. I know I'll figure something out. I ain't gonna let the store go like I did my mom's. I owe it to her and my pa. I accidentally let out a small laugh, catching Ted's attention. And why are you laughing now? I laugh even harder at the sound of his exasperation. I don't laugh at him much, do I? It's just, I never thought you'd be so cool, Ted. Whatever answer Ted was expecting was obviously not that. He shoves his hands into the pocket of his jumpsuit and looks away from my face. Stop, I know you're only making fun of me. I'm not. I mean it. At first I thought you just had something up your butt, but you really are, but you're really working hard for your dad's sake. That's totally cool. What a sweetheart. I never had something up my butt, okay? But thanks for saying that. Even I tend to wonder if I'm doing the right thing or not. Anyway, we've been in here way too long. Work. Our shift's not over for a few more hours. Don't think I forgot. I look at Ted unamused as I unlock the door. Even after spilling his guts to me for the first time, he still manages to maintain that killer work ethic. I shouldn't have expected anything less, really. Now that I know what I know, it's admirable in a way. When Ted and I leave the back room, Ron has taken over the register, and there are a few customers shopping around the convenience store. Ted doesn't look so pleased about it, though. Oh, hell. What's the matter? You should be ecstatic. Customers! In any other case, I would, but do you know something funny about them all? I look at the patrons, searching for this something funny. I think I'm missing it. I guess they're all girls? Oh, and they look like they're in high school. They don't seem to be really looking for anything. Well, they are looking at something. Oh dear. OMG, are they checking out your dad? Shut up, they might overhear you. Ted drags me over to the side so we're hidden behind one of the shelves. Every time my paw helps out, girls from the local high school come over to gawk at him like he's some sort of zoo animal. Gross. He is kinda sorta really attractive. Once again, gross. I'm just being honest. He's my paw. That's just... What if you found out that there were people checking out your paw, huh? All the more power to him. He could use a date. Ted looks at me, confused. My parents are divorced. He's not cheating, don't worry. Oh, I didn't know. Don't you apologize now. What was it you said? Something like, it's not your fault they're divorced? This just makes us even. You told me about your parents' situation, so now I told you about mine. Ted still doesn't look like he finds that a fair trade for my sake, but he doesn't say anything. Fine, you got me there. His attention turns back to his dad's biggest fans, and he looks over the shelves like a general surveying a battlefield. I think they saw me out there, so it probably won't be long until they leave. Do you have a sort of scary reputation among them? Something like that. Ted sounds almost proud. But he's right. When the girls notice that Ted is present in the store, they grow anxious and pluck things off the rack as their excuses for loitering. Hold on. Boop. Unaware of all this attention, Ron proceeds to check them out one by one. They're all eventually hurrying out of the store, whispering excitedly to themselves. Looks like it's all clear. Ted and I approached the front desk to see Ron counting the money he just received. Oh, there you two are. I was wondering. I hope you don't mind terribly that I took over for a moment, Ted. A few customers came in, and I didn't want to bother you. It's fine, Pops. An awkward moment ensues as Ted does that thing where he hesitates to say something nice. I'm sorry for losing my cool before. I didn't mean to raise my voice. No, it's fine, son. I know how important the store is to you, and whatever is important to you is important to me. Doll. Doll. I'm so cute. Both Ron and Ted look at me like I've just ruined the moment. Oops, did I say that out loud? Sorry, it's really cute how close you two are. Well, he's my son. I'm guessing, you two talked, though? She knows about Ma, yeah. I make sure to add my condolences in quickly. I'm sorry you had to go through that, even though I don't have any reason to apologize. That's mighty kind of you, Nicole. I appreciate it, but it's been years. I've done all the grieving I can. I have a bigger problem to focus on now, and that's funding the store. And we need to figure out a way to earn more money. We do that, we won't have to sell the store, right? That should be the case. The only question is, how? Anyone got any bright ideas? Ron looks over at us both. I'm a little surprised that he decided to include me in this. Hold on. Stop texting me. But a way for the store to earn more money? I think I can come up with something. Why don't we fundraise? Why don't we advertise? I think fundraising would be good, but let's see. I'm also going to say... Oh, wait, hold on. Must check if this... Jesus criminy, that was loud music. You really let your dad have it out there. I don't think he was trying to be mean or anything. Ted avoids my eyes and begins to mutter nervously. I didn't mean to. I lost myself for a moment out there. When he started working or talking about some of the store, it sounded to me like he was giving up. I don't want my pops to do that. I love him way too much. I never doubted you did. You're going to criminal justice to follow in his footsteps. That's some admiration. He's the strongest man I know. He's been through so much and come out of it still standing. To do what he does would be an honor. I see my chance as Ted grows silent. If I'm ever going to ask him about his mom, it'll have to be now. I think I might know what your dad's been through, kind of. When you left, it was just the two of us. He mentioned that your mom passed away a few years ago? Hey, much better. Ted chuckles ruefully. I should have known he would. He always talks about it to people he likes. I'll try to give you the abridged version. I sit in one of the folding chairs lying around and eagerly gesture for Ted to start. I'm listening. It ain't long, don't worry. It starts in my first years of high school. There we go. And we'll just... Whoops. Seriously, there needs to be a skip button because this is very long. Oh, there's a thingy. Well, come on. His dad is hot. Like, he just, you know, he aged really well. You know what's even better? Ted's gonna look like that someday. He looks like somebody... Ron does. Whoops, there we go. Boop. He looks like somebody I know. Like, not from, like, another game character, but I can't think of who it is. Fundraise. It takes a few moments to rack in my brain before I get a good idea. Why don't we have a fundraiser? I hope you're not saying that we have some sort of bake sale. Well, it would help. Just think of it like this. We'd be raising money, and at the same time, we'd be spreading word of the store. Would that really work? Ted takes a moment to think about this, and then I see him smile ever so slightly. I know that I've got him. Win! I think it could, but how would we fundraise? You haven't come up with a way, Nicole? No, but I'm thinking! There has to be some way to earn lots of money while spreading the word about the convenience store. I think back on my past, trying to remember what ways that really caught my attention. There's the bake sale like Ted makes fun of, but I doubt that we'd be able to bake well enough to make money. I don't have enough people for a car wash either. Man, this is hard. If there's something happening around town, like a block party or something. Ted! I think I got it! Do you remember when Jeff came in and gave us that flyer? Jeff came over to give you something? That's awfully nice of the boy to go out of his way like that. Oh, no. Ugh, Pa, don't start. That name's banned. However, even with the mention of the taboo name, Ted's eyes light up as he realizes the same thing I have. Nicole, you're talking about the block party, ain't you? Oh, I heard some guys talking about that back at the station. It's supposed to be a real lively kind of shindig. Are you two thinking we can fundraise there? I remember Jeff, he who must not be named, saying that anyone could run a booth. It's even more legit since we're a business on the block. We still need to figure out what to do with the booth, though. Don't forget about that. But this is a good start. We just have to ask the boss of the pharmacy for permission to run a booth. Leave that to me. You kids don't worry about that now. Pops, please, don't you have to go back to work? Ron only grins as he heads out the sliding doors. Before he leaves, he quips jokingly, I should say the same to you, slackers. Ron whistles victoriously in response to Ted's flabbergasted face, and the sliding doors close shut as he heads over to the pharmacy. Ted groans and pinches the bridge of his nose. That man. He only does it because he cares. But isn't this great? Fundraising at the block party will be a hit for sure. Yeah, it's a good idea, but don't get carried away. We have more work now, remember? Then we can focus on all that fundraising hullabaloo. Ted gestures for me to take my place at the register, but I can feel from his movements and his eyes alight that he's just excited about as I am about the prospect. Sure, we still have tons to figure out, but we'll get it done. If I learned anything from Ted today, it's that hard work is bound to pay off. Jaw. Let's see, I need morale in the worstest of ways, so I'm gonna take a nap. Nap time. Oh my gosh, my mystery progress is ridiculous. I didn't realize that. Okay, so we'll go to the convenience store and do the clerk job. Because I need monies. Then we'll go home. I should do some online shopping. Yes. There we go. How to make friends, think smarter, how to stay motivated. I should get all of those just to build that up. I don't really need to buy presents for anybody else right now, and Ted, I'm sure, will all fill out whatever, and I can get another one. Boop. Think smarter. Take a nap. And that way I should be... There we go. I feel much better with my morale. Convenience store job. And then I think I'll go jogging. Do some jogging. This is... Oof. Oh, yeah. I guess I will take a nap before I do anything else. There. Now I feel super good, and I can go back and... Oh! Then I can go back and do other things, apparently. Oh, well, we're actually out of time for this episode, so we'll pick this up. And we'll pick this up in the next episode. So until next time, peace out, y'all.